Hi everyone, it's Marcus here. We're in Cusco to get away to the Inca Trail. Today let's enjoy the city before our adventure with TreXperience begins. Our adventure begins at 4 a.m. as Cusco slowly wakes up. After a 1.5 hour drive, we arrive and start the day with a nice breakfast to fuel up for the trail ahead. After another 40-minute drive, we arrive at the Centro de Interpretación, the official starting point of our Inca Trail journey. Many groups arrive at the same time, and each one has a different color to help distinguish them from one another. After showing our passports at the checkpoint, we're ready to begin the trek.
Of Inca Trail and Machu Picchu for a people who will go to Machu Picchu.
After a short stretch of hiking, we took our first break. So far, everything seemed like a very relaxed and easy walk. If the trek becomes too much and you need to turn back, you can rent a donkey to ride back, like in this example. Hello. We took breaks now and then to catch our breath. Here in the video you can see two condors, an incredible rare sight. After about 2 hours of hiking we had our first view of Llactapata, the ancient Inca ruins nestled in the valley below. Afterwards we reached our first campsite where refreshing water pots were already set up for us and we had our first lunch. We reached Tarayok, our next stop on the trail. After 1 hour and 30 minutes we reached our first goal for the day, Bamba. Our tents were already set up for the overnight stay. Now let's talk about the porters. Without them this journey wouldn't be possible. Each porter carries up to 20 kilograms and for every person you can give them up to 5 kilograms of your belongings. The porters set up the tents, cook the meals and then carry everything to the next campsite. Day 2 is much more challenging, but the landscape becomes more breathtaking with every step. Now things started to get really tough. After 3 hours of hiking, we reached our first stop. The video might look nicer than the actual trail in reality. If you go a bit too fast, you're quickly out of breath and your blood pressure shoots up. This was the highest point of our trek, the so-called Dead Woman's Pass, standing at an elevation of 4,200 meters. Our camp for the night was here at Pacaymayo, Alto, at an elevation of 3,600 meters. The porters even set up a toilet tent here, which they carry along the way. The next day started early at 5 a.m. with warm water provided to wash our faces. The The entire trail offers amazing viewpoints and different Inca structures to admire. But the journey is exhausting, as you can probably tell from our heavy breathing.
Saddle there. Saddle.
All the while, the porters keep overtaking us effortlessly.
Maybe it was a temple of the moon there, but if you go all the way inside, you're able to see there's one huge rock is sticking out. Are you able to see?
On the third day, we passed through areas with what's called a microclimate, where the type of vegetation changes constantly. You can go from dense cloud forests to more open landscapes within minutes, each offering unique flora and fauna. Now we've arrived at Puyo Patamaca for our lunch break. This point is also known as the City in the Clouds. From here you can see mountains reaching up to 6,300 meters in height.
3613 Meter sind wir noch hoch.
The steps along this path are often much larger than we were used to, which makes this hike feel even more challenging. The last campsite is the largest, as all groups stay here overnight before setting off the next morning. To be among the first groups to pass the final passport check, we had to wake up as early as 3:30. Even so, entry doesn't start until 5:30. Finally, we reached Inti Punku, the Sun Gate, the viewpoint everyone had been looking forward to. Unfortunately, it was covered in clouds today.
First, monkey steps. Second, sun gate.
At the next viewpoint, like everyone else, we waited patiently for the sun to finally burn through the clouds and reveal Machu Picchu. And eventually, it did. We then made our way down the steps and lined up at the entrance to Machu Picchu to join one of the guided tours. Our group leader for the Inca Trail also served as our tour guide here, sharing a lot of practical insights and stories about this incredible site.
You know, 1, 2.
We then took a bus down to the town of Aguascalientes, where we enjoyed our last meal together. The last highlight of this journey was a ride on a panoramic train. A 2-hour experience filled with surprises, including a fashion show. The final part of our journey was a 2-hour bus ride that felt quite long due to heavy traffic. Thanks for watching. It was a tough but amazing journey. See you in the next video.